it's Dallas, and we're hanging out backstage at Audacy's Riptide Fest in the Hard Rock Artist Lounge with Young the Giant. Welcome back to South Florida. We just had you with Milky Chance a couple months ago, so thank you for making the rounds back to us and playing on the beach in December.
Yeah, thanks for having us.
Happy to be here.
It's a good time to see Young the Giant live as well because you've decided in the last couple weeks it was the best time to give us your first live record. Why now, essentially?
Well, we're 5 albums in, and we've always wanted to put out a live album, so it kind of just felt like the right time. We did a summer tour, and I think we did 51 or 52 shows around the States, and so it's a collection of 18 songs from different performances from that tour.
Now, 5 albums in, and you're crafting a set list for the tour this past summer, let alone like having to deal with the festival set today. How are you thinking of, this kind of set now as somebody who saw you guys back in 2011 and saw you when you were the Jakes? Like, there's so much Young the Giant music to fit in.
Yeah, it's a jigsaw puzzle. We kind of figure it out halfway through a tour. So we're kind of going through the songs and see what makes sense, and then find the real set, and then kind of start moving things a little bit in and out. But it's always tough, and it gets more difficult as the records come.
Well, is this the last show of the year, or is there more after this?
We have a few more, just a few more.
Well, looking back on this past year, we've had American Bollywood for a year. What do you remember? What were the highlights of 2023 for Young the Giant?
I think just playing shows again. It had been a couple of years since we were out like on a proper tour, and so you sort of get into the semi-retired kind of vibe, which was nice. But then to be kind of reminded that this is what we get to do and share that music with actual human beings was pretty amazing.
Yeah, you guys played a lot of great places over the summer. The Greek Theater in Berkeley, one of my favorites. And it's a pleasure to have you here on the beach once again. But something I was curious about is you guys have always been a pretty socially conscious band. Doctors Without Borders, they've been incredibly busy in Gaza and things like that. What inspired you to kind of give back to them in this time?
Yeah, I mean, I think it's just seeing all the heartbreak and horror that's happening over there. You just want to find something that's working towards humanity, and Doctors Without Borders is unimpeachable in those regards and has been doing amazing work for years, particularly as it relates to children, which you're seeing a lot of that. So we just felt like it was the least that we could do is to try to support someone who's actually on the ground out there and is doing incredible work.
And how can people contribute to Doctors Without Borders via Young the Giant?
I mean, I would say you can just contribute to Doctors Without Borders without Young the Giant, but we're also going to be donating a portion of proceeds from everything on our merch site throughout the holidays to help to aid in their efforts.
Wonderful. Well, thank you guys for giving back and for joining us again here at Riptide. We're excited to see you tonight on the Riptide stage and in the year strong. But thank you for joining us once again.
Yeah, thanks for having us.